You'll understand that every act of worship has a fruit and consequence, which is your akhlaq, your character. And that's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told you, brothers, the best of you men, the best of his wife. I said that because my wife is right here in the audience, so I have to be very careful, yani. It's brownie points, understand? Who? Now, also, my dear sisters, just to be fair, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked a woman, says, have I not told you who's going to paradise? Says, please tell us. Says, if a woman is angry with her husband is angry with her, knocked on the door, says, لا أذوق غمضا حتى ترضى عني هي في الجنة هي في الجنة هي في الجنة. I will not be able to go to sleep unless you please with me. She's in paradise, she's in paradise, she's in paradise. Why? Because you know each other's akhlaq. He cut to the chase. And to prove and seal the points, and we'll move on inshallah, when Prophet Muhammad says, I have sent to what? لُأُتَمِّمْ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. I was sent to you to actually perform the character in the act, come the manners and become the best manners of the whole humanity. And also understanding that when a woman prayed and done everything else, but she harmed her neighbors, she says, لا خير فيها هي في النار. Yes? So make sure they understand. There is no good in her, she's in hellfire. So the heaviest thing is the character. If you ever want to be with next Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's the clincher I'm going to leave you with inshallah and start. When he said that, who doesn't want to be with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? We all do. We would give anything to have lived with him, learn from him, hear him, defend him, be honored even to go to Medina. We cry when we leave Medina. We would love to be buried in Al-Baqiyah. We would love to be resurrected with him. Could you imagine if you want to be with him in Jannah? Listen carefully. إِنَّ أَحَبَّكُمْ إِلَيَّ مَوَدَّةً وَأَقْرَبَكُمْ إِلَيَّ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. What did he say? الصوام القوام التقي النقي السخي الجواد. لا والله. No ibadah was mentioned. But he said, anybody knows the hadith? I don't have candy for you. What did he say? أحاسنكم أخلاقا. MashaAllah, the power to the sisters. She's got it. أحاسنكم أخلاقا. The one that is most beloved to the messenger of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the closest to him in the hereafter, in heaven, is the أحاسنكم أخلاقا, the best of character. Now we got you. Let's talk about the one akhlaq that this person of Allah will share with you in a few minutes that we have left. Modesty. It has so many meanings. But listen to when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was saying, سُئِلَ, he was asked, هل الحياء من الدين? Is modesty part of religion? بل هو الدين. He didn't say, yes, it's part and parcel of the deen. He says, it is the deen. Understand that even Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullahi alayh, he says, al-haya mushtaqun min al-haya. Al-haya mushtaqun min al-haya. It is derived. Modesty is derived from life. فَمَنْ لَا حَيَاءَ لَهُ لَا حَيَاةَ لَهُ فَهُوَ مَيِّتٌ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَشَقِيٌّ فِي الْآخِرَةِ. Allahu Akbar. مَنْ لَا حَيَاءَ لَهُ. If none of you have modesty, and this coming is derived from living, alive. He says, for those who have no haya, they have no life. They are deceased in this dunya, and they are going through difficulties in the hereafter. So understanding that is the part and parcel of our deen, we have to understand why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, this shu'bah, the characteristics, the categories of iman, which is pearls of iman, our faith, he says, mention one among the sum of 70. He says, the scholar says, it is sufficient for the haya, تَكُونُ لَهُ فَخْرًا. They should be boasting about the haya because he mentioned the only one among the 73 or so of the pillars of faith. He says, al-haya. He says, al-haya, the one that he mentioned in the hadith is haya. Subhanallah. So let us now, we paved the path, understand why there is no haya. First, so at-tahliya qabla at-takhliya. The at-takhliya qabla at-tahliya. So let's first identify what is the definition, why is it happening, and what is the cure, and what is the reward. In sales, they will tell you that. They will tell you that futures attract and benefits sell. So why am I telling you this? Why should you listen? Understanding first what's going on. I'm not going to boast about, what is going on and all that with this life, but understanding that the reason that we have so much happening these days, because of all the social media and the mixing and everything else that we have, the haya is gone. Now I get the brothers, they come to me, Shaykh, you know what? I'm just leaving girls alone and they're not leaving me alone. And wallahi, Shaykh, I'm talking about Muslim sisters. Do you think I'm talking about Muslims in humanity? No. Not the sister in humanity. I'm talking about sisters coming to the brothers in the universities. And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean? Okay, good. I hope you don't know what I'm talking about. Yallah, I hope you. So I understand. This is the first thing I'm going to give you. The examples. Yusuf alayhi salam. I want you, brothers, especially to raise this banner. When Imra'at al-Aziz in Egypt, you know Imra'at al-Aziz, she's the wife of the prime minister. Power, beautiful, young, wealth, everything. You could put him in trouble, imprison him if so. Says, haytalak. Could you imagine a beautiful, but Shaykh, you're going to tell me, that's 36, 24, 36, Shaykh. She's blonde, blue-eyed, yani, you know what I mean? Shaykh, I'm just a human being, yani. Yeah? Yeah, my heart is aching, my knees are shaking, it's true. I ain't faking, she doesn't eat bacon. Is that what I hear, yo, man? I hear you, brother. I got you back. I feel you. I get this all the time. But listen, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, what did he say? Imra'at al-Aziz. She comes to him and says, haytalak. Can you imagine this? Comes and says, hey, big boy. Can you imagine that? What did he say? That's the first banner you have to raise. He says, ma'ad Allah, innahu rabbi, ahsana mathwai. Ma'ad Allah, I seek protection in Allah. He's the one that perfected my will. So you look at yourself, and if you think that you're better than Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, you will be like him in Jannah, inshallah. But understanding that even then, he says, ma'ad Allah, innahu rabbi. And that's why the definition is, this haya, my brothers and sisters, and taj'ala sarirataka. He says, this sarira, afdal min alaniyatak. Which means that your secret life must be better than your public life. Understanding that, I'm going to give you also a measuring stick. From now on, my brothers and sisters, I want you to think that you have a GoPro on your forehead. Everything you see, everything you say, everything you hear, everything you do, every place you've been to, everyone you've been with, I want you to make sure that you understand that this GoPro will be downloading and recording everything. But it will be downloaded here. It will be uploaded there. But I'm going to ask you to give me the GoPro and put it on these screens. Will you be proud of that video? Understand that you have a GoPro automatically built in, the two angels recording everything you say. So here's your homework. From now on, I want you to think that your eyes are camera lenses, your ears and your mouth are your MP3. Your heart is your hard drive, your mind is your modem. Everything you say, hear, say, do, it will be recorded. And there was no deleting. This is a protected cell. Imagine that. Imam Abu Hamid, rahmatullahi alayhi, came to Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, rahmatullahi alayhi. He gave him this qasida, nasheed. He gave him those poems. And Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, rahmatullahi alayhi, when he heard it from Abu Hamid, rahmatullahi alayhi, what did he say? He says, A'id alayya al-qasida. Repeat what you told me. And he kept repeating it. So Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, after he heard it, he got up, turned around, walked away. He went to his own room, kept repeating this qasida until he cried. إذا ما قال لي ربي أما استحييت تعصيني وتخفي الذنب عن خلقي وبالعصيان تأتيني. Allahu Akbar. It's a long qasida. I don't have enough time. But understanding that, what it actually means. إذا ما قال لي ربي. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you on Judgment Day, 50,000 years. أما استحييت تعصيني. Were you not bashful enough? Not shy. Shy is negative. Bashful is positive. أما استحييت تعصيني. Are you not bashful when you close all the doors and no one else sees you except I? You disobey me? You fear people more than myself? People think that you're Abu Bakr as-Siddiq in the masjid, but when you're alone with Allah, you act like Abu Jahl wal-i'adu billah. On Judgment Day, Allah will call you bluff. إِذَا مَا قَالَ لِي رَبِّي أَمَا اسْتَحْيَيْتَ تَعْصِينِي. Aren't you bashful too? Disobey me. وَتُخْفِي الذَّنْبَ عَنْ خَلْقِي. You hide the sin upon my own creation. وَبِالْعِصْيَانِ تَأْتِينِي. But with the act of disobedience to come and review it with me, is that what you do? فَكَيْفَ أُجِيبُ يَا وَيْحِي وَمَنْ ذَا الَّذِي يَحْمِينِي. How am I going to answer Allah on Judgment Day? And who is going to protect me from Him? I want to repeat and repeat and repeat these verses. And understanding that, Allah subhanahu wa jalla fi ulah. There is no place to run. There is no place to hide. And Allah subhanahu wa jalla fi ulah will hold you accountable. So hold yourself accountable before you hold accountable. And weigh your actions before they wait onto you. And understanding the hayat, my brothers and sisters. So the parable of that is أَمَنْ أَلَا تَسْتَحْيِي أَنْ تَعْصِي مَنْ يَرْزُقُكَ وَيَحْمِيكَ وَيَأْوِيكَ وَيَشْفِيكَ وَيُعْطِيكَ وَيَسْقِيكَ وَيُطْعِمُكَ. Aren't you bashful to disobey the one that provides you for everything that you have? That provides your life, your death, and everything else that you have? The food, the sustenance, the quenching, the health, the wealth, the body, the intellect, the spouse, the children, the house, the business, everything you're all about that Allah provides for you. أَمَا تَسْتَحِي أَن تَعْصِي مَنْ يَرْزُقُكَ. Are you not bashful to disobey the one that gives you everything you're all about? You see, لا تنظر إلى صغر المعاصي ولكن انظر إلى كبر من تعصيه. Don't belittle the one that you actually disobey. Is the one that you actually, what you do is what's important. You don't think it's little, but look at the one that you actually disobey. So look at the brothers or the sisters, the children. ألا تستحي أن تعق والديك. Aren't you bashful to say your parents, you call them rents now? I know you don't speak in languages and sentences anymore. I know the youth doesn't speak in sentences. Not even words. They speak in letters. I know you know. I know you know. Now I know you brothers have 2 Facebook accounts or the social media on your Instagram and all that stuff, right? I know that. Cool. It's scary. This guy knows too much. You know, I got it. Brother Abdurrahman, Abdullah. You know that brother? You know that brother? Yeah, he's got the picture with the Mecca or Kaaba behind, Medina. And you know, he's doing. That's his Facebook. And then on the other side, not Brother Dean, the other one has gold. Diablo. What happened to Brother Dean, dude? And then Sister Fatima. No pictures. Haram. And no brothers on the Facebook. No. And the parents are invited on that one. But the other one is Queen Latifah. And you know what they do, the sisters? I don't know what happens, man. They kiss the air in the corner. I have no idea what they have in mind. Maybe they get married that way. I'm not sure. Allah help us. So that's exactly what we're doing. The same thing. I tell the sisters, Wallahi ya ukhti, your hijab is your modesty. And I tell them, Wallahi, you will wear hijab whether you like it or not. When? Can you tell me when? When you die. You understand your shroud? You will be actually wearing hijab whether you like it or not. I tell the sisters, Wallahi, you will wear the hijab. If not in this life, on the way out of this life, you will wear the hijab. Ajib. But look at your hijab, ukhti. Do they have pockets? Can you take your gold with you? Can you take anything with you except your righteous deeds? Be proud of who you are. Don't listen to those who want to take you to hellfire, but take you the one to heaven. Listen to Aisha radiallahu anha wa ardaha wa an ummahat al-mu'minin ajma'in. When she came into her home after Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam passed, and her father radiallahu anhu wa ardaha, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu wa ardaha, they were buried under. It's the same place. فكانت تضع الثياب. She used to put her place, take the abaya, normally, under normal circumstances, she stayed. But when did she actually keep the abaya on? Anybody knows? When? When Umar radiallahu anhu warda was buried, in the last minute I have with you, that's exactly what I'm taking. When Umar radiallahu anhu warda was buried, he was deceased. Before she used to say, هذا أبي وهذا زوجي. This is my father, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq is my father. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is my husband. But when Umar radiallahu anhu was buried, he used to keep the abaya on. Istihya, haya ya ahbab. Allahu Akbar. And that's what you have to take from here. Understanding what it's all about. He said this, the whole deen. So lastly, I have one request. Can I ask the brothers and the sisters to stand up, please? I want you to turn to the next person next to you and give him a hug. Say, I love you for the sake of Allah. Let us keep this haya till we meet Allah subhanahu wa jalla fi ulah. When He's happy with us, it's not going to be easy, but it will be the best. I ask Allah subhanahu wa jalla fi ulah as He gathers here today, to gather with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with no accountability. Ameen. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على آله وصحبه والتابعين. جزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.